Given how they seem to continually strike gold in the market, it is almost as if Hermes has gained the powers of King Midas and his iconic touch. However, open controversy and criticism from consumers towards their sales methods has been an age-old issue, with many consumers firmly believing Hermes has been manipulative, especially on the Asian market. What has the fuss been all about? In this video, we will be centering on everything about the strategies that have been in place from the Hermes brand and their sales department for a while now. Stay tuned. Hermes International SA, also known as Hermes of Paris or simply just Hermes, is a French luxury design house established in 1837, with its key areas of merchandise comprising of leather goods, furnishings of the home, jewelry making, watch production, perfumes, and ready-to-wear items. Hermes, as a brand, enjoys an iconic status in the world of luxury. They possess a vibrant heritage, masterful craftsmanship with an exceptional eye for detail. Such high levels of quality and professionalism throughout the manufacturing process are most likely one of the primary reasons why they are a well-known luxury brand. They are arguably one of the best in their field, consistently ranked as the world's most valuable luxury brand in various valuation and rank studies published by some of the world's leading consultancies. They always hit green on the market. Just take a look at their numbers. In 2021 alone, Hermes's watch segment generated an impressive annual revenue of 337 million euros worldwide. The brand generated a total corporate revenue of roughly 8.98 billion euros in the same year. In order to buy a bag from Hermes, especially one from their more popular collection, patience comes into play. As a matter of fact, it is even a key component of the brand. Customers just can't simply waltz right into the store and walk out with a shiny brand new Birkin bag. Instead, they would have to place an order and wait for a few months before it is ready. For a better understanding, let's assume you want to buy a Birkin bag. The quest to do so is by no means a straightforward one. One can even say it is far more challenging than the steep price tag. Hermes isn't just one of the most sought-after luxury handbags on the planet. The company also strictly limits the supply in multiple astonishing ways. This has effectively turned the question of buying an Hermes bag into an obsession for a lot of women worldwide. Yes, you can buy most Hermes bags like Birkin straight from an Hermes boutique, but it's just going to take you a while before doing so due to the waitlist. A Birkin bag is not available for purchase on the Hermes website. Instead, you should go to one of the many Hermes stores located across the world. When you attend these establishments, don't expect to find any Birkin bags for sale on display, and even if you are fortunate enough to encounter a Birkin on the premises and the SA deems you worthy, you will be ushered into a private room. A gloved associate will bring you a glass of champagne and a single bag from the back. With some rather extraordinary luck, there may be 2 or 3 bags to choose from. There are some unspoken rules in the Hermes boutiques though. It is largely expected that one should dress really well when visiting the boutique, as showing class and sophistication increases your chances. Showing a vast amount of knowledge on the entire Hermes line, especially the Birkin, and also be able to have a purchasing history, otherwise called a profile. You do not really have to buy something with each visit, but establishing a purchasing history is probably one of the most crucial steps in getting a bag. Let us now turn our attention to the Asian market, which, while comparable to the rest of the world, has certain differences. Between the rather traditional demographic and the new and thriving generation of the consumer segment, Gen Z, the Chinese market has grown to be more attractive than ever. However, these same consumers have been displeased regarding access to desired goods. According to them, some retail practices are smoke and mirrors. Hermes has particularly been the target of these accusations. So, what exactly is going on? Well, for starters, things haven't been peachy on the public relations side of things, especially on the Asian market, as quite a number of Chinese consumers have claimed to have been persuaded to build a solid form of loyalty first before being given access to buy some iconic pieces from the brand. This strategy is called Pei Huo for the uninitiated, Peihuo in this context is a term that entails a request from Hermes to its potential customers to show a firm amount of loyalty before selling some of its iconic products to them. In a nutshell, Peihuo will demonstrate such loyalty, which means that whenever a consumer wishes to purchase iconic bags like the Kelly and Constance, for example, such product will not be available until he or she has purchased some other product of lesser value or popularity in the shop until it reaches a certain acceptable ratio of amount, much to the chagrin of a lot of consumers. That particular movement gained a lot of momentum in China, as a lot of luxury consumers in China have made mention of how they increasingly feel pressured to load up on shoes, sweaters, and bracelets before being offered the chance to buy a sought-after handbag or watch. Not just that, there have also been so many claims that Hermes has been taking demand of the bar-high demand for their luxury items by intentionally withholding sought-after supply of handbags in order to persuade consumers to buy their less important or lower-value items. Hermes has long since denied these claims, and in the words of Guillaume de Sainz, who is Hermes' managing director, this is not a company-induced policy. What is true is that most markets have to manage scarcity. That means managing wait lists and sometimes managing disappointment and long wait times. It is very frustrating for us not to be able to satisfy everybody. At the same time, we're doing it to create an artificial market. We're doing it because we're not going to lower our quality standards, which are based on an artisanal production model growing as fast as possible. But there seems to be a pattern in the strategy of the sales associates that feels like Hermes could just be truly responsible, and to be fair, it is quite difficult to ignore. To further buttress this, a lot of industry insiders say that Peihuo is no myth. So many luxury goods consumers have vehemently complained online that the unspoken strategies have become increasingly commonplace. A walk back in memory lane took us to when some China-based luxury consumers voiced their displeasure. They referred to the external pressure or persuasion they felt from various fashion and jewelry sellers to drop substantial amounts of money on other accessories before being allowed to purchase more high-value pieces, and just as surprising, according to them, some sellers even demanded a showing of receipts from consumers on their previous purchases. Some of them were told at face value that there was simply a hierarchy to getting that particular product they wanted, and it would be inaccessible to them given that they are not on the higher echelon level yet. To be fair, this form of luxury shopping isn't unique to the fashion industry collectively, as some other top brands like Ferrari also have a strict process and often require a lengthy purchase history to access their exclusive models. However, so many consumers haven't been able to shake off the feeling that the model puts a lot of power in the hands of the sales associates, who can now bait buyers into buying items from other subcategories under Hermes, like jewelry, for example. For certain items, this is not a novel practice. Accounts from buyers of Hermes BKC Trinity, the Birkin, Kelly, and Constance bags for which demand has long exceeded supply, have long circulated on social media and blogs, with buyers claiming they only got one of the highly desirable styles after spending tens of thousands of yuan on other items. Additionally, there has been a lot of criticism about the system, given that Asian customers are being unfairly required to pay more than the amounts the Western customers pay due to their established purchasing system. With luxury buying seemingly becoming more complicated, there have been so many tips and shortcuts in high demand on the internet, with some even encouraging shoppers to dress luxuriously to impress the sales assistants of the luxurious brands.